All right, recording now. Here we go. All right, so opening scene. This is going to be not directly related, but maybe a glimpse into the future. Maybe it's the past. Who knows? The forest has reclaimed what was once its own. Through tangled vines and ancient oaks, a small keep stands sentinel. Its stones worn smooth by centuries of rain, its battlements crowned with moss and creeping ivy. No banner flies here, no torch burns. The forest breathes around it, patient and eternal. Inside, something stirs. The air hangs thick with dust and memory. Shafts of broken sunlight pierce the gloom, illuminating motes of luminous green energy that drift throughout the abandoned halls like curious spirits. They leave trails of sparkling light in their wake, constellation paths that linger for heartbeats before fading into shadow. The motes move with purpose, exploring, seeking, pressing into corners that haven't known touch in generations. At a sealed door in the keep's heart, they converge. A woman crouches before the threshold, slender and still as carved wood. Her hand, bark skin gnarled with the texture of ancient trees, rests against the door's surface. The green motes gather around her palm, pressing with her, pulsing with her breath. Her eyes are wells of darkness, depthless and ancient. Within them, purple streams swirl like distant nebula, like magic given sight. She whispers something. The door does not answer. The vision lurches backwards, pulled by invisible hands. The scene contracts, the one becoming small, the keep shrinking to a toy in an endless sea of green. There are three figures watching from the forest's edge. They're observers, witnesses to this moment that was or will be, or perhaps both at once. The first is draped in living beauty. Flowers cascade from her shoulders in a gown of perpetual bloom, petals shifting through seasons with each breath. Spring and summer wore gently across her form. The second stands with the bearing of sunlight made flesh. Golden hair catches what little light filters through the canopy, and her tan skin speaks of long days beneath an open sky. She is warmth, radiance, and the promise of dawn. The third is wildfire contained, pale skin like birch bark, but crowned with a magnificent tangle of hair that shifts from red to yellow to orange and back again. Autumn's fury trapped in mortal form, alive and dancing even in stillness. They watch and they wait. The motes of green energy continue their work, and the woman at the door does not move, and the forest holds its breath around secrets it cannot speak. The adventure begins. From above, Thornville spreads like a jewel at a civilization's edge, where lamplight begins to challenge the fading autumn sun. The southern wall, the Thorn Wall, stands as a dark sentinel against the wild expanse of Whisperleaf territory beyond, while to the west, the heights catch the last golden rays on their polished windows. Smoke rises from countless chimneys in lazy spirals, carrying the scent of cooking fires and hearth warmth. The great trade road runs like a spine through the city's heart, its traffic slowing as merchants secure their wagons in the northern wagon yards and travelers seek shelter for the night. The temple row gleams with candlelight as evening prayers begin, and through the merchants' quarter, shopkeepers lower their shutters while tavern doors swing wide in welcome. A man walks by himself down the trade road, casting a long shadow. Thelonious, will you please describe your character?
Sure. He's young 20s, mid 20s. Not terribly tall, just maybe 6'1", kind of medium. Slender, dark skin. Spent a lot of time outside, maybe obviously as well. Dark hair. Um, if you blink, maybe he's not there. And how did he get? Maybe he's like 20 feet over now in a different shadow. He tends to walk out of the light. And now he's not there again. And you turn to your left and he's maybe 20 feet over that way behind a different corner in the shadow. Dark flowing robes, hood down for now as he's looking around trying to see what's going on. He pauses and looks, and you see him pull out a coin and just sort of works it in his fingers, moving it back and forth between his knuckles, looks at the coin, thinks, puts it back in his pouch, and then looks back up as if he's waiting for somebody.
Perfect. Those perceptive enough might notice there's another figure darting along behind Theo, keeping to the edges of the road and trying to blend in. Cypher, could you please describe your character?
You see an even slightly younger man, perhaps not even 20. Initially, as he comes onto the scene, he's got his face buried in a deep hood. What you see initially is just this dark, almost pitch black, with shades of charcoal gray, seemingly leather armor on him. Breaks up his silhouette as he kind of flits from place to place, looks around. As he comes to settle next to Theo, he pulls his hood back, and it's almost a shock. The most immediately striking thing about him is his hair. It's silver. It's so pure. It's so silver, it actually looks metallic. Till he kind of shakes his head a little bit, and you see this little sort of tied back a bit in this black leather hair tie to keep it out of his face. And you realize it's hair, it's not metal. But then if you turn and you look and you see his face and he lets you catch his eye for a moment, you see this sharp, piercing violet eyes looking back at you. And if you get a little bit closer, assuming he lets you, you'll see these little flecks of silver in his eyes. He looks human otherwise. You would have thought maybe, I don't know, Fae or something along those lines, but nope, he's human. He's got this sort of dusky olive skin. But as it glints in the torchlight or the sunlight, it looks almost pearlescent. It's just odd. He's human, but not.
Now, did you say you approached Ghost or no? Or sorry, he doesn't go by Ghost. Theo?
Yes.
No? Oh, okay.
In fact, one might think that was exactly who Theo is waiting for.
Okay. Now,
Stallone, you also kind of frown and say, not unkindly, but not kindly either. You tripped over the curb. I heard you approach.
I wasn't trying to be that quiet.
as you reunite after time apart, you hear another voice. And Theo, you recognize this voice, even before you turn to see who said it. Well, well, if it isn't the ghost himself. And you recognize someone named Kess Blackwater. She's now in probably her mid-20s. She's wearing leather armor and carrying herself with the swagger of someone who's come up in the world. She was part of your old crew, older than you, meaner, and someone who's always resented that the younger kid was better at stealing than she was. Next to her stands another person named Raid, a hulking man who used to run muscle in the various Warrens operations. Both of them look like they've graduated from petty theft to something more profitable and dangerous. Kess continues.
Well, for yourselves?
I heard you went all monastic after you got us pinched. Left us to rot while you learned to do little kicks and wear robes. And she slowly starts to circle you. She's not being threatening. She's just trying to put on a bit of a show. Raid and I did 2 years Sorry, go ahead.
Does she look like she recognizes me?
Were you part of that crew?
Yes, I got pinched with the rest of them.
Oh, then she'd probably recognize you.
And to be fair, I haven't, Rick hasn't had a chance to read all the stuff I've been throwing at him. So
Yeah. I haven't necessarily either, so. Raid and I did 2 years in the quarries. You know what 2 years breaking rocks does to a person? And you to remind me if I'm remembering this wrong, you managed to escape custody, right? Cypher?
Cypher got out of the quarry. He escaped the quarries
Gotcha. Okay.
after 6 months.
Gotcha. And Raid cracks his knuckles. Heard monks are supposed to be all peaceful like. Is that true?
Don't always believe what you hear. Pieces of its own solution, but not always the solution.
He cracks his knuckle. Sorry. Cass says, and you, where did you go? You were there with us and then you were gone.
Yes,
Addressing
I was.
Cypher.
Remember that? You remember that ridiculous storm 6 months in? That thing where everybody thought the lightning was going to take their head off?
Yeah, I thought it took your head off.
Yeah, well, it almost did, but up and over the wall for me.
What are you two
ahead.
doing out here? I'm surprised to see you near the borderlands. Long way from the monastery, and why are you with him anyway? He got you caught. You guys working or running?
We're working, and I know you're not going to believe me, but I didn't get you caught, and I would love and have been trying to find out exactly what happened that night. It didn't go down how any of us thought it was going to. Somebody, and you're not going to believe me, was not me, set us up. I've been trying to find out. You're not going to believe me. There's no sense in me telling you this, but honestly, I did what I could. I did whatever word I could. I passed whatever word I could to make your time as easy as possible.
There's
Still feel guilt for that.
a small crowd starting to notice. Nothing Thornville citizens love more than street drama. And you guys, there's clearly some history here. More importantly, why don't we get the first rolls of the game done? Can I get perception checks from Cypher? And do you want to go by Ghost or Theo? Or do you still use Ghost?
Me?
Yeah.
Ghost is fine for people that knew me back then.
Okay. So can I get perception checks from you both? All right, we got a 12 and a 16. Both of you, it's very easy for you to see this. Down the road, you see there is a patrol coming, led by a captain. They see this growing crowd and are trying to make their way through. You see the captain is assessing the situation with pretty experienced eyes. Doesn't look like Kess or Raid have noticed.
Before we get into trouble here again, why don't we step inside and I'll buy you a drink? You may not have noticed, but the fuzz down there are starting to take a little interest in us.
They look over their shoulder and back at you and say, we have stuff to do, but we're going to catch up later. I think we might have mutual interest to discuss.
I look forward to it.
And Raid
I was always fonder than you thought.
Raid cracks his knuckles again and gives a punch that you know is not going to be like a hard punch. It's kind of a punching in the shoulder, and they move off. And as they move off, the crowd groans sadly because they were hoping for their entertainment. As we part from there, the camera's going to zoom back again, and we start descending toward the heart of the city. The Laughing Dragon rises 3 stories of dark wood elegance above its neighbors, its windows glowing amber with firelight and prosperity. The carved sign above the door depicts a dragon mid-laugh, scales picked out in fading gold leaf. Inside, warmth and rich aromas embrace you. Roasted venison, fresh bread, mulled wine spiced with cinnamon and cloves. The massive fireplace dominates the far wall, its dragon maw carved opening blazing with oak logs that crackle and pop. Perhaps 24 patrons occupy the common room this evening. A table of merchants in fine woolens arguing good-naturedly over trade margins, their jeweled fingers gesturing expensively. A pair of well-armed adventurers studying a map over barely touched plates. A dwarven couple celebrating something in quiet satisfaction. The floorboards shine with fresh polish. The tables bear not a ring nor a scratch, and the serving staff move with practiced efficiency. Behind the bar, Morella Goldscale herself holds court, her half-elven features somehow both inviting and calculating, as she pours drinks and exchanges words with a well-dressed human who might be discussing business of the profitable and discreet variety. The overall feeling is one of comfortable wealth. This is where the successful come to enjoy their station, where the ambitious come to see and be seen, and where secrets might be traded as readily as coin. On the polished performance stage, an elven bard weaves a tale for the assembled crowd, his melodic voice rising and falling with practiced art. Do you have any instruments as well?
For something like this, I'd be playing a lyre along with the
Perfect.
item.
For now,
And a player too.
yeah. His words and his song paint the story of a dragon's bargain with a cunning halfling merchant. The patrons listen with varying degrees of attention, some fully entranced, others merely enjoying the sophisticated ambiance that live entertainment provides. This is precisely what Morella has been seeking, and from her pleased expression behind the bar, the bard is earning his generous fee. As his story comes to a close, please describe your character.
He's at about average. He's about average height for an elf, so 5'6", maybe a shade above, reddish brown hair. He's on sort of youngish of the adult side for an elf. He's 203 years old. He's got a quick smile and will engage in after his performance is over. He'll engage with people, and kind of everybody he meets seems to be his friend, or at least he acts like they are. But if you watch for a moment, he's constantly scanning the room, constantly looking to see, who's interesting, who's with who's doing what, and kind of hands are always in motion.
Remind me of the pronunciation again?
Bayrobian.
Barobian. After the applause and tips come through, Morella approaches. Barobian, a pleasure as always. You're doing very well, and I see repeat customers. This is good for me, too.
Well, thank you. I'm enjoying myself quite a lot here.
Good, good. Listen, you seem like the type to like information. I overheard a group mention they may be headed out soon to explore, looking for some rock. They were the 3 earlier who drained their mugs and left you the wine bottle as a tip.
Oh, that was rude of them.
Well, it was a full wine bottle, not the empty bottle.
Or in which, yes.
Less rude. Anyway, just thought you should know. And she wanders away. The conversation in the rest of the inn creates a pleasant murmur, punctuated by occasional laughter, both at the tail and from private jests, the clink of quality glassware and the settling of logs on the great hearth. Then the door opens, admitting a gust of cooling evening air, and a hooded figure enters. Several heads turn, eyes glance up, then away, the practiced disinterest of those who know when to mind their business. The figure pauses in the doorway, face hidden in shadow, before stepping fully inside and letting the door close softly behind them. Trilo, please describe your character.
So, like you mentioned, cloaked figure, face is unrecognizable through the hood, and the darkness that covers his face. You can see a sigil of Rock to Rule that is, kind of dual purpose. Like it rides on his shoulder, but it's also like a clasp that holds his cloak onto his body and his armor. His cloak and clothing, like normally clerics of Rock and Rule are like just completely clad in black, but you'll notice like hints of like navy blue and gold filigree. If for those familiar like with the nobility and things like that, they'll recognize kind of the colors and the symbolism of House Thornwick. It looks like it should be like pristine, beautifully filigreed, just absolutely like to the nines, but it's worn. It's, kind of reflects what they know about House Thornwick and that kind of their fall or where their standing is at. Or would I describe that?
Sure.
Yeah. So, like, this type of garb usually looks just absolutely stunning, but Thornwick, kind of being a noble house in decline, looks a little bit ratty. The seams and the ends of it are somewhat torn, but still very much the silhouette of a cleric of Rock and Rule, but with a little bit more color and contrast than what you would expect.
Beautiful. All right, I'm just going to drop the people we have introduced onto this. So there's our heroes thus far. As you walk in and there's like a bit of a murmur going on, a voice rings out, and this voice is it's perfectly pitched. It's loud enough for the room to hear. And it says, "Cousin, Rock and Rule has guided you safely to us." It's very clear that this guy wants people to know that there's a family connection and that there's religious devotion there. You see Devlin Thornwick seated near the massive dragon maw fireplace. He is one of the cousins, and he runs one of the shops in town. He's not alone. He's entertaining two well-dressed merchants, and he beckons you over to him. As he does, you see Barobian talking with Morella, the tavern keeper, off to the side. So at least one person is here. Well, two people, I suppose.
So are we in here?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay, yep. Perfect.
You're still on the road. I'm just bringing everyone in slowly.
Yep.
Hello, Devlin. I assume you were expecting my arrival.
It's been too long, cousin. Yes, come sit with us. You must be weary from the road. And he calls out, "Morella, your finest meal and drink for my cousin, the Thornwick family account, please." And he gestures to an empty chair at the table, making space for you.
I'll kind of walk over, haughtily and, make myself seated.
Haughtily. You're embracing the nobleness of the family.
Yes. And I'll sit down and I'll sit proper. Just kind of looking around, seeing what they're drinking, and eating, and seeing if I'll have any interest in what is brought to me.
Morella approaches very quickly and professionally. "Welcome to the Laughing Dragon. An honor to host one of Rock and Roll's faithful. We don't see many of your order in Thornville. Your presence is distinctive."
I'll just nod my head at her.
Yeah, she sets down a mug or a goblet of fine wine and steaming plate of dinner. Then she wanders away. And then one of the merchants says, Thornwick, you didn't mention your family had such interesting connections. A cleric in the family, that's quite distinguished. And Devlin responds, Renfield has always followed his own path. The family supported his calling, of course. One serves a higher power's purpose in many ways. Some through commerce and some through more, and he gestures, sacred duties. He seems genuinely pleased to see you, but there is something off about his welcome. He's clearly using it as a way of promoting the family.
I'll just kind of I'll pick up my goblet and I'll tip it at him and kind of tongue in cheek, anything for House Thornwick.
One of the merchants leans forward and says, Forgive me, but I must know, what's it like serving the god of the dead?
Let me think here. It's a blessing and a curse. Every soul deserves its right to rest. But there are those souls that rest is too generous.
Well, I mean, where have you been serving rock and roll's purpose? This is your cousin butting in.
I'll kind of, because I haven't been tested in the field all that much, I'll kind of be sheepish. Wherever I'm called.
Oh. Or the other merchant says, Have you performed a lot of burial rites before? Put the dead at rest?
My fair share.
As they continue peppering with questions, and eventually we're gonna come back out, and as the crowd disperses for Thelonious and Cypher, and you guys make your way, as you know, the Laughing Dragon is your eventual meeting place. You hear a wild sound of a horse clip-clopping and what sounds like a wagon that's just bouncing off the cobblestones. As you look over your shoulder, you see your wagon, or the covered wagon, with a few additions to it. You don't remember seeing all of the large barrels attached to it before, but there they are. And at the wheel is a very large orc you recognize. Gordon, can you describe your character at the wheel, or at the reins, I should say?
Yeah. Gordon, he's a very large giant of an orc. He's about 6'8", large muscular arms, weighs about 450, 500 pounds, big pot belly. His skin's gray with a light greenish tint. His bottom tusks jute out quite a bit. And he's wearing his signature chef's hat and apron. He's sitting in the driver's seat of the wagon, but he barely fits. His knees are like almost into his chest, and he's having a hard time controlling this wagon that should be driven by a tiny person.
Yeah, this wagon whips by you two without even stopping. And Kalen, where would Kalen be on the wagon? Is he inside? Is he hanging off the back like it's a fire engine? Like how's he riding?
Oh, we're hanging off the back.
Okay. So I don't know if you see those two, but can you also describe yourself as you zoom by, hanging off the back of the wagon?
So Kalen's 7'2". He's a big Goliath. He's very muscular. Tattoos along his face, along his arms, like most Goliaths do. Big old beard, braided hair, pierced ears, and he's just having a good time as he's riding along.
All right. So you see them careen, Cypher and Thelonious, you see them careen around a corner, going towards where you know your destination is. So I think you'll probably all arrive at about the same time. So, as the conversation continues, eventually, Renfield, Devlin eventually says, "You must be tired from your journey, cousin. Morella's rooms are the finest in Thornville. I've already arranged for one on the family account. Rest well. Perhaps we could share a meal soon. It's been too long since we've really talked."
It would be my honor.
And with that, he stands up with the merchants. And as he does, and I guess Barobian, you also hear, sounds like a crash outside and loud clip clopping, and then it sounds like something has been tipped over.
I will sort of half laugh, half roll my eyes as I suspect I know what's happening.
Yeah.
You'll probably hear Gordon screaming, "Whoa, horsey! Whoa, horsey!"
He laughs even more. He rolls his eyes a little bit more.
Yeah. Unfortunately, your crash and the sound was one of your experimental barrels flying off the side of the wagon and crashing and spilling your wine all over the street outside.
I'm so over there with a cup and just scooping it and drinking.
Scooping as much as you can before it's wasted.
Yeah.
So with that, Thelonious and Cypher, you come around the corner to see two giant men, one of them sucking wine off the ground and the other looking a little upset about what's gone on outside of the Laughing Dragon. And these are, of course, your traveling companions.
Yeah, it's a good thing he can cook and the other one can fight. Otherwise, it'd be a long trip.
I'll jump off the wagon and try to save what's left of the barrel.
You have another one. It's just one of the experimental batches. So at this point, I don't know, Renfield, if you also would have heard the commotion. I don't know if you guys, who's going where. I'll leave it up to you guys wherever you want to start. If Renfield and Barobian are going to get together inside, or are going to go out and see the calamity outside.
Oh, Renfield's gonna go outside. You can't ignore a class like that. Even he's got curiosity.
I'll wander over and clap him on the back and say, "Yeah, a new concoction? What does this one do?"
It gets you drunk. Very, very drunk. And then Gordon will punch Kaylin in the arm, like, "Next time you drive."
So I'm picturing Kalen literally on his knees, leaning down, like slurping the wine off the ground. Would that be inaccurate?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'll go with it.
After the crash, everyone...
And does most of the driving, fellas.
Yeah, after the crash, people seeing Renfield step up and walk towards the door, there's a bit of a gasp amongst the crowd because, the death priest is going to look outside after a big crash, what just happened. So yeah, you all arrive and you see your four compatriots outside. You probably got there with Barobian. And you see Kaylin sucking back wine off the ground. The carriage is looking... it's looking fine. It's got an extra barrel strapped to it for some reason. You're not sure why. And then you see the wine everywhere and the purple stained mouth of Kaylin, and maybe it comes together quickly.
Do you guys want some?
How's the wine?
Delicious. Do you want some?
Okay. I'll also toss over to Gordon the bottle of wine I received as a tip for the stash.
It's an inferior vintage to what you've created, obviously, but
Yeah, I examine the bottle, pop the cork, and kind of smell it. Seems a little weak. Think it's watered down. Pops the cork and just stashes it in the back of the wagon.
It's at this point Morella pops her head out. And I have a token for Morella. She's pretty. She crosses her arms and looks at Barobian and at Renfield and at the newcomers and at the mess that's now outside of her inn. And she just spreads her arms apart like, what? She doesn't say what the fuck, but you're pretty sure that's what's on her mind.
Do you want to clean that up?
Right.
Of course I'd like you to clean it up. What is that?
It's wine, obviously.
Gordon will elbow Kalen. No.
But Renfield's kind of leaning against the tavern wall, just kind of. You can't see his face or anything, but his hand's kind of in a position almost like he's trying to hold his nose at the smell of this concoction.
Oh, it doesn't smell bad. It smells great.
Oh, it smells delicious.
Oh, okay.
No, it'll get you drunk, but it also smells wonderful.
I guess
At least according to the description that Gordon sent me. Sorry, what was that?
If there's nothing really to save, I'll start using prestidigitation to clean it up for her.
Yeah.
Gordon will lean over and whisper into Kalen's ear, "Sell her the rest of the wine."
Oh, okay.
Yes, you have. You probably have, like, how big are these barrels? Like standard brewing barrels? Like wine barrels? So you have like 200 bottles worth? I mean, it'd probably be 300, but you're traveling on the road and you've got like, it's probably not optimal brewing conditions, but you've got probably, depending how careful you are and how much sampling you've done, 150, 200 bottles worth you could sell.
I'm a professional chef. I've been very careful.
What?
So,
How long has this stuff been aged?
I don't know how long we've been on the road.
What's 3 weeks?
There.
But not just that, it's also been magically aged. And was it magically treated with like fire or something from you, Kalen?
yeah, probably. I probably tried a lot of stuff with them, trying to make the best that we can do with the limited time we have. So,
Don't underestimate our vintage.
as he's asking me to sell her some, I reach into to our wagon and I pull out a nice clean wine glass and I pour her some. Here, taste this. And I give her that charming smile as a 7'2" Goliath hands it to her.
Very handsome.
Yeah.
Goliath.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. You're charming, you should be okay.
I don't know why it rolls 2 every time.
Because you have it set to, that's okay. It gives it for advantage too. A 22, I mean, that's pretty persuasive. She looks around and looks at Kalen, or looks up at Kalen. She takes the goblet and points at him as she takes it with the finger that's on the goblet. I'm only doing this because you're friends of Barobian here. And she sips
You
it.
won't regret it.
She sniffs, she swirls. She has a sip. She swirls it around in her mouth, swallows, tilts her head. You just earned yourself an audience in the tasting room. As she hands the goblet back and then heads back inside. After you're done cleaning up, I want it spotless. And then she disappears inside.
Gordon hurries up and tries to clean. So a big old smile on her face.
Based on her reaction, Renfield wants to try to taste this wine.
I mean, they got barrels of it, so.
Yeah, go for it.
He's gonna walk over and just ask for a clean goblet to drink from.
I mean, I'm sure Gordon could wipe down a goblet with his apron.
I prestidigitation him clean one. Here you go.
All that does is make the glass dirtier.
Or greasier.
Yeah.
Yes, the prestidigitation cleans up the greasy glass for you.
Yeah, and then I'll just taste it.
It's
Got a very strong star anise flavor to it with hints of ginger and ginseng.
that's not what you sent me. Make up your mind.
That's what I sent you.
No. That sounds awful. What you sent me sounded awesome.
send you then.
The wine hits you like a Goliath's fist, a massive immediate wave of dark fruit, black cherry, elderberry,
Yeah.
an oak-aged power. The finish is long, warm, and leaves a lingering, spicy heat on the back of the throat, courtesy of a sorcerer's touch in the ferment. Yes, that's what you sent me.
That's what we'll go with.
So yeah, I mean, tastes great. Honestly, if you drink a lot of it, we're gonna have to do a Constitution save though. It is very strong.
Oh my goodness. That's got thank you.
Well, the crew is back together again. And Barobian, you have some news to share. So it's up to you how you want to proceed.
Yeah, so Barobian is sort of prestidigitationing alongside Kalen, trying to clean up the mess a bit. And once we get that finished to the point where he's pretty sure Morella won't be too annoyed with them, he says, "We've got some news, guys. Maybe we find a place that's a little bit, little more private and chat a bit."
I have a room that's been arranged for the house Thornwick. We could use the room that's been arranged for me, if you'd like.
Sounds good.
Perfect. As you finish cleaning up, and one of the stable hands takes the horse for you, and you get your everything. I don't know. Do you park a wagon / carriage? I'm not sure, but it gets settled. When you let Morella know to go to your room, she walks the whole crew of you up to the room and says, saying to you, "Your cousin speaks very highly of you. We're honored to host you. If you need anything during your stay, anything at all, don't hesitate to ask. The Thornwick family has always been valued patrons." And she opens the door, and it is indeed excellent. It's on the second floor. It's private. It's well appointed. Whether that's a genuine courtesy or part of the family's investment in reputation is kind of unclear at this point. But at this point, you can all pile in. It'll be a tight fit with the 6 of you, especially with the 2 massive people. But, you do what you can.
I'll look at those 2 and I'll just be like, I suppose you guys could use the bed to sit. I'm not sure you'll fit in the chairs. Please don't break anything.
Gordon studies the bed and the chairs and is just like, I'll stand.
I'll sit on the bed.
There's a loud creaking noise as you sit on the bed, but otherwise, there you go. You're all in there. It's a private room. Oh boy.
So nice to see everybody back together. Hope everyone's had a pleasant few weeks since we last saw each other. So I actually have, since I've been here doing some performing, keeping my ear out around town, and the elf who runs the magic shop in town has contacted me with a potential job. Be looking for, and she gave me a sort of rough map to locate an artifact called the Singing Stone. Chris, we didn't really talk, or Titus, we didn't really talk about it. Do I have any idea what the Singing Stone is?
You have no clue. However, she has said that basically, when you can return to her when you're ready to go, and she'll have more information for you.
Yeah. So it's an artifact. It's out in Whisperleaf territory. She says it's about 20 miles south. Of course, that's what clients always say. It means it's probably 40 or 50. What I do know is that it's a pre-demon age relic. Apparently makes magic more magic. She offered us 300 gold pieces up front and 700 on delivery. Plus, we'll get a little bit of favor with Madame Velveteen, the leader of the Velveteen Circus, which I assume we all know.
Yes, you would all know that, and you also know that's where the wagon you're in is also property of the Velveteen Circus. It is on loan to you guys as you have done some work for her in the past.
1,000 for a rock.
1,000 for a rock.
Sounds like easy pickings. I'm in.
Well, if somebody's paying 1,000 for it, it's because they couldn't get anybody to do it for 750.
Or they're just lazy.
Well,
I pull up my rock and I look at him like, do you think we could sell her this as a singing stone?
Oh, your rock? Yeah.
we could try. I suspect she seems to be pretty squared away. I think she might catch on. Then have heard a couple other rumors, nothing as interesting as this one, but a bunch of logging crews haven't come back from the Western Forests. The Lumbering Guild is offering 100 gold pieces for information about their fate. Doesn't seem to be worth doing individually, but if we do head out to do this singing stone job, it's in the south, but we may be able to, if we're out in the woods, we can keep an eye out for things. I've heard that there have been some Whisper Leaf scouts seen a little closer to town. We should keep an eye on them. I have no idea. Nobody's offering to hire us for it, but that's the kind of information that could be useful to the locals, and maybe they'll pay for it. So that's what I got. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, all we've been doing is brewing wine.
I mean, it seems a noble calling.
But if we can get 1,000 gold for picking up a rock and some extra money for finding some lost people. Money.
Sounds like a start.
Go ahead, Thelonious.
Go ahead.
Sorry, you started talking, and I want to make sure you had your chance. Was it Thelonious or was it Cypher? It was one of you two.
I started to say that was going to tell him that Cypher and I ran into a couple old acquaintances of ours downstairs who said that we might have some similar goals. So I may try to seek them out. They may have some information, or they may be, I don't know. We have a strained relationship, but I trust them as far as you can.
Renfield's listening intensely and is kind of shuffling through some, like a notebook, almost like he's looking for some reference or something like that. Like he's putting something together but hasn't shared yet.
As
I
a
remember
reminder,
you guys needed me.
As a reminder, Barobian, you did get news that some group was also looking for a rock.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. My next stop before we finished up for the evening and returned to my quarters was going to be to go ask Morella a little bit more about those guys, if she had ever seen them before or the like.
Sure. I'm sure Barobian can also arrange rooms for everyone, or you can pay for yourself. It's 5 gold pieces a night. It's a very upscale place. Obviously, Renfield is staying for free on the account of the family. Or you can go sleep in the wagon or outside. I don't know what you guys like doing. Gordon.
Well, is the offer for the tasting room still open?
You can go hit her up if you want.
That.
Sure.
Yeah.
So, okay, so Kaelin, Gordon, and Barobian want to talk to Morella, correct?
Yes.
Renfield, do you want to brood in your way?
No, I want to see if I can find Devlin and ask him about something.
We're splitting the party already. Excellent. Okay. And Cypher and Thelonious, did you want to go find your rough friends or wait until the next day, when you may have more people with you? Also, you have no idea where they
Popular
are.
way.
It's a fairly large
Yeah.
town. It's a town of like 8,000. So
Yeah, it seems like
Yeah.
it's getting to be nighttime. Is that?
Mhm.
Yeah, so I think it's probably best to hang out and start fresh in the morning.
okay. So in that case, Barobian, Kalen, and Gordon, let's start with you guys. So you descend the stairs. I assume you're looking for Morella.
Yes.
Who's doing the talking here? I'm not sure if your bard wants to take on your face character for your wine sales.
I've already been pushing Kalen to do all the talking. Gordon's not the talker. He's just the chef mastermind. He lets the pretty boy do all the talking.
Well, we'll see how Pretty Boy does selling the wine. Hopefully you're familiar with wine.
Totally.
Familiar with this wine. He's drank enough of it.
Oh, send him the description. Maybe he can pull from that. So you descend, and the downstairs is just as busy as it was before. A few people see Barobian and raise their glass to him, and Morella looks at you. Will you be needing rooms?
Yeah. Well, do you have anything that of the orc and Goliath size?
They're not the first to come through of the size. Yes, of course we can accommodate. You won't be able to share a bed, though. She looks at both of you with one eyebrow quirked up.
Why am I sharing a bed?
Of course. Why would you indeed? So a room apiece. As your friends of Barobian, I'll give you a discount even. 4 gold for the night. Each.
Do you want to try the wine before we do this?
I suppose. Come along. And she has a bar towel over her shoulder, and she pulls it down, wipes her hands, tosses it on the bar, and she leads you. There's actually a small, elegant room off the main common area. Has a beautiful, polished dark wood table, comfortable chairs that are large and even sturdy enough to hold both of you. The evening, the light would normally come through a stained glass window of dragon motifs, but with the darkness, it's hard to spot. It's very private. Kalen and Barobian, as you pass in, you shiver a little bit. The hair stands up on the back of your necks. There's definitely some kind of magical wards in here. So she sits with perfect posture, appraising all of you. Her fingers steeple beneath her chin, and she says, "So you've created wine on the road."
You don't? What? Come on, you don't do that?
Be frank, I've tasted vintages from cellars older than most kingdoms. My clientele expects excellence. You have my attention, but you'll need to impress me. And she gestures to the table and says, "Begin."
Gordon pulls a portion that he's already put into a wine bottle out from his pack, and he does that thing where, like people at a fancy restaurant present a bottle of wine. He does that as elegantly as he can for a giant orc.
Listen, us giant people, we can be elegant, okay?
So, as he pops the cork, I do use my sorcerer point of subtle, and I prestidigitation the air a little bit more to make it smell a little bit more frequent in here.
Okay. So
Trying to make those profiles pop a little bit more.
Yes, the bottle pops, and she sniffs. Oh, I can smell it already. So tell me about this wine. All I know is it's road aged. Tell me more.
Well, it has a profile like Goliath's fist. It has waves of dark fruit, black cherry, elderberry, a lot of different kind of berries. We used an oak aged keg, and the finish is long, warm, and leaves a lingering spicy heat in the back of your throat, with a little bit of courtesy of my touch, if you know what I mean.
Interesting. You can roll a persuasion or performance or insight, whichever one you have a highest skill in.
Intimidation,
Oh
whatever.
my god! That was terrible.
Okay, well, I thought you were gonna roll a 1, and that would have been hilarious. Sorry,
It was a 1.
there we go. We need this is the appropriate music for this. I mean, one of them was a 1, but you also rolled a 12.
Yeah.
Luckily, you're not rolling with disadvantage. So she looks intrigued. This is an interesting proposition. Let's see if the wine matches your words. So she actually signals for crystal goblets, and one of the waiters comes in and puts it down. She pours the wine herself. Old habits from adventuring days, probably. She'd never let anyone else pour something. You should never let anyone else pour something you're going to consume. When she examines the wine, she examines the wine by holding it up to the candlelight. Her eyebrows rise slightly at the deep crimson iron color and viscosity. Heavy body, unusual color, interesting. She brings it to her nose, then inhales carefully. So go ahead and describe more of the wine's properties. What can she smell?
You can smell smoke and cracked black pepper, followed by the aroma of a sun-scorched leather and wild mountain berries.
She nods appreciatively. Bold, distinctive. Go ahead with another performance or persuasion roll. Or you could even do, that's much better. She nods along. And you said there was a magical aging process, something of your touch. Tell me about that.
Well, as you may have noticed, I am kind of a sorcerer of touch here and there. I kind of use a little bit of my own magic for it, a little bit of a sorceress burst.
She slowly takes a measured sip, and she holds it in her mouth again, considering. Her expression is basically unreadable. There's a long pause, and she swallows and sets down the glass. She looks from Barobian to Kaelin to Gordon. What's on each of your faces right now? Like, how are you reacting to all of this?
Gordon has this childish, giddy smile, like hope, like kind of like nodding a little bit, like it.
I just have that shit-eating smirk on my face.
Barobian is just smiling. He really actually enjoys it when Gordon is really proud of some of the food he's made or wine he's made. So he's enjoying watching an artist at his craft, and he hopes Morella likes it, one because he wants her to buy it, but also because he thinks it'll make Gordon happy.
So her lips actually curve into a genuine smile, which Barobian can attest to is rare from her. It truly is remarkable. It hits like a warhammer, just as you said, and she takes another sip. The dark fruit, the oak, the heat and the finish. This is genuinely unique. I haven't tasted anything like it. And she leans back. Oh, I'll have to take your entire stock. How many do you have?
We have a keg.
The keg, is it full?
It's
Mostly.
Yeah, pretty much. We had 2 kegs till we crashed.
I'll go get it right now if that's what you want.
Well, hold on now. How much would you charge for the keg?
I look at Gordon. This is you. I don't know math.
Well, there's probably you said about 200 bottles worth of. What does a bottle of top shelf usually go for?
Depends how rare and fine it is. 30 gold and up. If it's really good, 50, 100.
Why don't we? I whisper over to Gordon. Why don't we start like at 20 gold a bottle, and if it really hits off, we can up it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna do some math, and Gordon starts counting on his fingers.
She's smiling.
Carry the two. 4,000.
She purses her lips. I'll tell you what. I'll buy this one for 8,000. And if you can produce more reliably, I'll commission future batches, but the future batches will be at 6,000.
Yeah, that seems fair. Yeah, we're pretty reliable.
Are we?
Shut up.
And of course, you'll stake your reputation on this, right? And she glances around the room, and then meaningfully her eyes settle on Barobian.
Barobian kind of looks up like, oh, well, I wasn't paying attention, but then he says, look, if Gordon is making it, it's good. These two can recreate whatever they make. If they tell you they'll make it, they'll make it.
All right, bring it in. Let's put it behind the bar.
Gordon rushes out like a child. Full sprint.
Thud, 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 thud.
When Morella walks away, Barobian says to
Wait.
Kaylin, you guys can make this again, right?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Obviously.
With the right rolls, they'll be able to anyway.
As can I look back over at Morella and be like, can we get the rooms for free?
Oh, she was already walking away, but you can try.
I'm gonna ask her as she's walking away. Can we get the rooms for free on this deal as well?
Oh, I think I heard, for some reason, I've heard you have the money, so I think you'll probably be all right.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
Gordon comes back with the barrel and a bear hug.
You're just carrying it by yourself?
Yup.
I won't even make you roll. It just seems funnier that way. Yeah, and she clears space and you can set up the barrel behind the bar.
Does it have our faces on it?
I don't know.
The logo I sent you.
What is the logo?
It's like the gauntleted fist crushing grapes. I sent you the logo too.
You probably did, but I'm not saying I ignored you, but wait, there's Chef Gorardi.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that one. The fist crushing the grapes. That's cool. Colossal crush.
You bet.
Oh boy. All right. She smiles at you and pats you on the arm. Give me a moment. And she disappears into a back office. When she comes back, she has a coin purse that you think is pretty small for what she's giving you.
Mhm.
And she puts it in your hand.
It's platinum.
I open it up just to peek.
There is platinum in there. There's probably I don't know, a few hundred in platinum, but then the rest is teeny tiny diamonds.
Oh, nice. Gordon.
So they're anywhere from 100 gold pieces to, there's a big one in there that's probably worth 1,000 gold in there.
Gordon smiles and pleasure doing business with you.
This next one better deliver.
Oh, we will. We're very reliable.
Oh, one moment. She reaches in and pulls out 2 platinum. Platinum is 5 gold, right? I forget. It's been a while. Or is it 10?
I think it's 10.
Increments of 10.
She pulls out a platinum piece and says, "There's your rooms for the night."
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
All right.
Didn't they get a discount for being friends of mine? Wasn't it just 4?
Yes, but they also just made a deal, so I think they can part with the extra 2 gold, don't you, Barobian?
Fair enough.
We could always renegotiate.
I could probably sell you a bunch of wine right now with a song.
You're going to perform the song?
Yes,
All right.
on my yarting.
You're what?
Yarting.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a hurdle-girdle thing.
Oh, hurdy-gurdy?
Hurdy-gurdy? What is a yart?
I think that's a Forgotten Realms thing. I just had to Google it to look it up. Yarting can refer to a stringed instrument from Dungeons & Dragons fantasy world of Faerun, which is similar to a guitar. It is also the name of a simple raffle ticket drawing app available on Google Play.
So I'm going to pull in my yurting, and I'm going to start playing a little tune, and I'm going to start singing, "Come closer, friends. Come closer and lend an ear. Forget your ale, forget the beer. For in my cart, a cushion hay, I've carried goods from worlds away, not just the cheap stuff, sour and thin, but the vintage worth the gold you're in. Oh, the glimmering grape, the swirling scent, a liquid charm, a magic bent. For 2 small coins, you'll feel the glow where the sun and moon and river flow. So toss your purse and make your trade for a taste of wonder freshly made."
Give me a performance check, but well done.
While he's singing this, Gordon was kind of clapping and doing a little jig.
Barobin, do you want to help them at all? Or are you just going to let the 2 giants do a little jig to try and sell their wine?
Oh no, I will be dancing along.
Oh, well, with you joining in, everyone's intrigued. A few people come up, they hear the price, and then they slowly walk back. Well, there's one person who buys some. He looks like he knows what he's doing. He sniffs the goblet, quirks an eyebrow. She's serving them in the crystal goblets. He takes a sip, does the whole wine snob thing where he like swishes it around his mouth. He gargles it for a little bit, then swallows it, and his eyes widen. "I'll buy it for the rest of the room." And he slaps down a coin purse, and everyone cheers, and it's all served. While this was all happening, Thelonious and Cypher, what have you two been up to?
Work in the room.
Oh, okay.
Back on
So
habits, making friends, seeing if I can,
working how? Just making friends or lifting purses as well?
Keeping an eye on who the richer ones are, maybe for later after the cups have been. He's not going to like walk in and immediately start stealing things. But if he notices a mark and then the mark happens to be a little drunk later on and maybe happens to walk outside. So not for now, no, there's not stealing anything now, but he's just keeping a practiced eye on things and watching and observing and making notes.
Drinking our hooch, they're definitely going to be drunk later on.
Oh, they're definitely going to be drunk. All right.
We're not touching that stuff.
Oh, you should. It's delicious.
I'm
So you're working the room. What about you, Cypher? What have you been doing?
I'm less working the room and more watching the room.
Okay.
Very much from a corner.
You're doing your best
Keep it
Strider impression? You're smoking. You're in the corner in the shadows, smoking your pipe ominously.
Yeah, less intimidating and more sort of trying to be in the shadows.
Gotcha. Yeah, so most of the people in the room, they're wealthy merchants, people who are either truly wealthy or trying to appear wealthy. There's some as well that, they're middle class, but they're still enjoying it. They're probably not staying here. They're enjoying like a nice night out. Most of the adventuring folks seem to have moved on, so there's not anyone too curious left over. Barobian, you wanted to talk to Morella?
I did. So at some point when she's not super busy and maybe a little bit off by herself, I'm just going to ask her. So those other guys who talked about looking for a rock,
Yeah.
did you seen them before?
I don't think so. From what I understand, they're just passing through town on a search for that damn rock, I heard one of them say. But they had sheet of paper that had a wax seal on it, and they looked like the adventuring types. I couldn't get a glimpse of what the letter said, though.
Yeah. Did you recognize the signet on the seal?
Unfortunately not. I couldn't get a good look without seeming too obvious. Um, the one was armed with a sword. One of them had the look of wizarding about them. You can always pick them out, the ones who went to the Citadel. I'm not sure about the third.
And they're not staying here, are they?
Oh no, they've already left. They left shortly after your performance earlier this afternoon.
All right. Well, thanks. That's all I wanted to just follow up with them. All right. Well, appreciate it, and that's all I got.
Are you doing another set tonight, or am I done with your performances for the day?
Well, when we talked about it being night and people going out, I guess what time is it?
Well, it's late evening. It's probably 8 or 9 p.m.
I'll do another set if you like. Otherwise, I'll just retire to my room.
You can if you'd like, or everyone can go to bed and we can pick up the next day. Unless Renfield, did you want to go find your cousin?
Yeah, I just wanted to see if I could talk to him real fast.
Sure. We'll do that real quick, and then we can move past the introductory phase. You guys have a fuckload of gold now, so, Well, Kaylin and Gordon do. I'm not sure if they're willing to share.
Gordon was gonna split the purse with Kaylin before they went to the rooms.
You might want to
Walks over. It's like, maybe you guys should do that after you get to the room.
Well, yeah, before we go to bed though. That's what I meant.
maybe save a few of those bigger chunks of diamond for Renfield for reasons. I don't think he can cast. I don't think he can resurrect, revivify or anything yet. That's 5th level, but it's good to be prepared. And speaking of Renfield, you're not sure where he is. And Renfield, you ducked out when they went to discuss wine. And you know where your cousin's shop is. It is called. What is it called?
It's the trading company. He just has the
yeah, I know, but I have a name for it.
Thornville Trade. Oh,
yes, Thornville Trading Company. Yep. So yeah, you find it's closed, but the building, that he lives above the shop. It's a fairly nice building. He owns the entire building. There's a multi-story warehouse and shop offering all kinds of standard adventure equipment, travel supplies, bulk goods. And yeah, he has there's a fairly nice apartment above this large shop. The store is closed at this point, but if you want to make your way up, I'm sure you've been there and know the way.
yeah, I'll make my way up.
Great. So you knock on the door, and a disheveled-looking Devlin answers the door. It looks like he's probably been drinking and trying to relax, and he shakes his head. Oh, cousin, come in. He ushers you in, and the place is decorated well above his means. He's definitely trying to impress with the Thornwick name.
And so I'm just gonna kind of get straight to the point with him. I have reason to believe the estate. I know there is an abandoned Thornwick estate somewhere around here. Do you happen to know anything about said estate? Are you familiar? Have you heard anything? What treasures they may have kept?
No, I haven't heard such things, but I'm sure that my uncle would have told me if such things were true. No? I mean, I haven't seen him since before. Well, he kind of makes a gesture at his head.
I'll kind of flip through my notes. My understanding is it's long since abandoned, but I believe there might be And I don't know. I need to do some more investigating. That's why I chose to come here first versus discussing it with my my group. I have a feeling there might be treasure raiders on their way there, or we might have been tasked with going and investigating it. But I can't think of any. I don't personally know of anything else in this area that might have something like. Are you familiar with any kind of magic stone or anything
Magic
that
stone.
within the Thornwick lore or anything that
I'm not sure.
in our stories?
If anything, you'd have to speak with, I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
The Mortis, Brother Mortis from Temple
No.
Road. Oh,
No,
that's
no.
the Temple Road guy.
The guy, did I give you I didn't give you the name. I think I gave you the name of the lore keeper of the family.
Oh, that's not Margrave, is it? Is it Margrave?
I think it is. Trying to find my notes here. I've kept them all very organized except for your history for some fucking reason. It's your fault.
Fuck you, Trilo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keeper Margrave.
Keeper Margrave, the ancient family retainer, knows all the secrets and he's fiercely loyal. Says if anything, I'd imagine Margrave would know about that sort of thing. I mostly just. He looks a little ashamed. Mostly my dealings are identifying people and passing letters from Lady Cordelia.
Just gonna kind of look at him like what use are you? I'm not gonna say it, but just kind of give him that look.
So hold on, is your hood up? Because if it is, you're just gonna stare at him with this blackness, which is even better, honestly.
Yeah, I will stare at him with the blackness, and I will just say, "Well,
Silent judgment.
thank you for your time."
Oh, of course, anything for the Thornwick house, and appreciate you, of course. Always good to see you, cousin.
Yes, you continue to serve, and I'll excuse myself.
All right. Anything else anyone wants to do before you guys wrap it up for the evening?
I'll do one last set, but I don't have any stories prepared, so I'm not going to.
That's okay. I'm not going to make you read the story. It's fine. Let's do a performance check. When you can do it with advantage because everyone's well and truly drunk. Let's see how well it goes. Yeah, you collect probably 25 golden tips from various patrons. I don't know if Kaylin and Gordon went upstairs. I don't know if they'd be like flicking diamonds at you because it seems like something they do despite the worth of them. Like, good story, flick. Like, what the fuck was that's a diamond? So you do well, and you all retire for the evening. And at this point, I'm going to take a bio break because I gotta pee. All right, is everyone here? I think I've heard everyone's voice.
So, yeah, I think so.
All right, everything going okay for you guys so far? I know it's a lot of exposition talking setup, but it's the first game.
Yeah, that's good. He's good.
Okay. All right, so you guys have a lovely evening at the Laughing Dragon in very comfortable beds. For Gordon and Kaylin and anyone else traveling, it's probably the most comfortable bed that you've been in a long time. And then there's Barobian, who's just been like snuggled up here for the last week or so, enjoying his time as a rock star / superhero. Telling stories of Scanlan, the Pit Fiend's lair.
Exactly. He also told some stories that weren't true.
Yes, have some.
Like your latest adventure to, recover ancient relics and finding nothing.
Oh no, that's also a true story.
No, but you embellished it, I'm sure.
Oh, 100%.
You found lots of stuff. Also, I think of everyone, you'd be the only one who would potentially recognize that story. I don't know if you did or not. Guessing not. It's okay. It was the start of the adventure for the old Gamer Loop group where they met Chad.
I was only in that for one session.
No, I know, but you could have watched it. That's what I mean.
Yeah, but usually me and what's his face were too busy making problems in chat to actually pay attention to what was happening.
Oh, well, that also tracks.
The whole spider wangs and all of that.
Spider Wangs, yeah. Spider Wangs, Dick Champion, etc., etc. Chad,
Big champion was a god.
he really was. I wonder what he'd say about seeing my bald face.
You need to regrow that beard
I am.
fast. Or Dick Champion.
It only grows back so fast. I have a beard again. It's just not the same. I can't curl my mustache yet, so. Anyway, I assume the next day you guys are going to see Alyssa.
Yes.
Alyssa Star Whisper, owner of Arcana Obscura. It's a small, mysterious shop dealing in magical items, components, and curiosities. So no more Morella. We can get rid of her. Anything you guys want to do in the morning? Any morning rituals you want to make note of? Or is everyone just going to
Eat.
belch, roll out of bed, and,
Yeah, you gotta have a breakfast and a breakfast beer.
Well, how do you feel about having someone else cook breakfast?
I mean, I'm a trained chef. I mean,
The food's fine.
other chefs.
The food's fine. It's not up to par with your random egg omelets. It's like, where'd you get these eggs? Don't worry about it. I found them.
Actually, before we all go down, I'm gonna ask Kaylin and Gordon. I'm gonna go over to Kaylin and Gordon's rooms and just say and ask them to bring the money that because Morella seems to have been nice for a week, but ask her to just bring what she paid over into the same room, and I want to cast detect magic on it just to make sure that there's no weirdness happening.
No, yeah. What does it look like when you cast detect magic?
It looks like I'm humming a tune that seems a little discordant, but there's a kind of odd harmony to it in when you listen for a little bit, and over top when I'm over it, my hand and fingers are moving like I'm stroking or playing a guitar or plucking the strings of a lyre.
Cool.
As he's doing that, I'm going to lean over to Gordon and be like, I didn't taste any magic. Already looked at all.
I just hold the purse and laugh out in front of me.
Yeah, you didn't taste it. You don't detect any magic there.
Cool.
It's clean.
Never hurts to be careful.
Clean, cold, hard, untraceable cash. Literally untraceable.
You think she'd be tracking us?
She's seemed utterly trustworthy since I've been here, but I've been here for like a week and a
Overly
half.
trustworthy?
And we also, what's that?
Overly trustworthy?
Utterly, not overly, but utterly.
Okay.
But it's a week and a half, and this is a person who gave you guys 8,000 gold when you asked for 4,000. So it just seemed worth a quick check to make sure that something odd wasn't afoot.
She knows quality when she tastes it.
Well, clearly, I mean, the stuff's delicious. It's worth all that and more, but just thought it worth a check.
Great. So not to belabor it, but we're going to have breakfast. Everyone's going to set off as a group. Are you bringing the wagon? Are you planning on setting off today, or are you just going to go for your info and see where you go from there?
I'm not driving the wagon again.
I would say let's go leave the wagon where it is and because I mean, it's 8,000 people. It's not that big, but let's go get the information and then we can make a plan.
Sure. Okay.
would be my suggestion.
Sounds good.
That makes sense.
I'll keep an eye out for the group on the way.
You're all gonna go?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
So it's not far. It's like a 5-minute walk. It's in the merchant district. You get there and Alyssa looks up. She's sitting behind an old looking desk, and there's all kinds of random obscurities on it. By the time the 6 of you fit in here, and not just because Kaylin and Gordon are massive, it's a pretty tight fit. And again, those of you who are magically inclined, it's almost like the hair on the back of your neck rises up as you enter the shop. And Lissa smiles as she sees you. And where is Lissa? Here she is. Good, you've come back, and with your friends. And she observes each of them. She kind of gives you all an up and down with a pleasant smile.
Nods politely.
Are you ready?
We are, but we'd just like to hear a little bit more and find out what we're getting ourselves into, and any additional information you can give us that might point us in the right direction.
If only I knew more than the basics. She gestures, and the door, you hear a click of a lock, and the shades all fall, and there's a open sign that flips around. And she reaches under her desk and pulls out a small strongbox. What Madame Velveteen has told me is that you're looking for the singing stone. And the singing stone is in the Whispering Vault, which is built into a hillside some 20 miles to the south. But as stories go, and she gestures at Barobian, might be closer, might be farther. It is in Whisperleaf clan territory, though, and they do patrol that area. From what I understand, it all dates to before the First Age, even before the demon invasion. I've also heard that there's ancient wards and guardians that still likely protect it. From what I understand, there's at least one other group that is searching for this stone. I've heard they're corrupted, some sort of corrupted tree beings. And finally, the stone sings when approached by those with magical ability. How strange. These, and she pulls some wooden stakes, wooden tokens out from under the table and spreads them out. There's 6 of them. They've got strange symbols carved into them. These are Whisperleaf territorial markers. And this symbol, she taps each one as a symbol for peace. So hopefully if you do run into anyone, you can show them and hopefully avoid confrontation. Remember, you need to travel lightly and quietly through those woods. They do not like interlopers. Oh, and don't remove anything from that vault except the stone unless it's absolutely necessary. Not that I'd know, but just friendly advice from someone who's seen a thing or two in her years. Oh, I almost forgot. And she pulls out what it looks like a small tuning fork. And she holds it out for someone to take. Or, sorry, she puts it on top of the small strongbox. This will vibrate when it's in 100 feet of the stone. Useful, huh?
Very useful.
And I gave you the map as well. Whether it's accurate or not, I'm not sure. And of course, as promised, she opens the strongbox, and there's stacks of gold pieces neatly stacked in there. 300 gold, advance payment, another 700 if you get the stone.
So we're supposed to take it out of the vault?
Yes, you should be bringing it back. Madame Velveteen.
Okay, I thought you told me not to take it.
No, nothing except the stone, unless absolutely necessary.
Oh.
Those of you who have been standing around, you can see there's all kinds of things, components, little statues. There's also any of you are magically inclined, you feel certain items that are in there are humming with magic. There's all kinds of magic items around. There's some spell scrolls. Yeah, various things. If you'd like, you're more than welcome to arm yourselves or prepare yourselves with anything here. It's at, I'll even give you a discount, 10%.
Any potions?
There is, let's see. She doesn't have any potions.
Big sad.
Sorry. There are some things that you may be interested in.
Start browsing.
Yeah, if you're browsing, you'll find. Where is it? Here it is. They're all labeled as well with descriptions. There's a cloak of billowing for 100 gold pieces. All it does is on command, it will billow out behind you. It's purely cosmetic. There is an instrument of scribing, a pot of awakening, enduring spellbook. There's an ersatz eye, cloak of many fashions, alchemy jug, bag of holding. There's one in the sock. A cap of water breathing, cloak of the manta ray, dust of disappearance, a single use. Goggles of night, an immovable rod, a lantern of revealing. Periaptive wound closure, rope of climbing, sending stones, and slippers of spider climbing.
How much is the bag of holding?
500 gold pieces. Minus 10%. Here, I will paste the list in here for you guys to take a look at.
Oh, okay, there we go.
And they should all be on D&D Beyond for you to look up.
The hell does a pot of awakening do?
Find out. Pot of awakening. It's 500 gold pieces, so it better do something. If you plant an ordinary shrub in this 10-pound clay pot and let it grow for 30 days, the shrub magically transforms into an awakened shrub at the end of that time. When the shrub awakens, its roots break the pot, destroying it. The awakened shrub is friendly toward you and obeys your commands.
I can grow a friend.
You could grow a friend shrub.
I'm gonna look over at Gordon.
Oh, as a reminder, there is a chest in your wagon that acts as a bag of holding. Sorry,
Do you think the alchemy jug would help us with our brewery?
That's what I was looking at.
I mean, you can make 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Right? Mayonnaise at will.
I'm more looking at the honey, but I mean,
Or oil or vinegar. Or just wine.
Any kind of salad dressing you want.
That's true. 4 gallons a year.
I will grab the alchemy jug and the bag of holding.
Hey, big spender. So what's that? 800 and no, 780 gold. Wait, no, that's not right. 910 gold.
And then I'm going to try to barter a little on top of it because...
Sorry, that's wrong again.
2 things.
Why am I terrible? 810 gold.
How about we call this an even 750? For 2 large items. Like
She
this.
quirks an eyebrow. I'm giving you a discount and you haven't even completed it yet.
And I'm also buying a lot of money worth of stuff.
Oh, you think he's the only adventurer that comes through town and buys things, big guy?
I mean, I'm going to look around and be like, I didn't see anybody else in this shop when I came in.
Roll a persuasion check.
Nat 20.
She purses her lips. Fine, but no more discounts for anything else you folk are buying.
I toss over to the, what's his name? Renfield. The bag of holding. Here you go.
Just kind of nod my head and thanks, and like you can tell, you can't see his face, but you can tell there's some frustration there, not with the fact that like you gave it to him, but the fact that like he's supposed to be from this noble family with lots of money and he literally has none. Almost a sense of jealousy a little bit.
She's got to make wine with us.
And we're gonna be rich. I grabbed the sending stones.
Oh, there's
Please.
there's plenty of sending stones. They're 400 gold piece per pair.
Yeah, just grab a pair.
Okay. 360 gold pieces.
Hands that over in platinum and gold.
Okay, and who is that going to?
I'm going to hand those, both of them, to Babe. I can't
To Babe?
pronounce that. Yeah, to Babe. Just in case we need them down the road.
Yeah, if we bought 6 of those, could they all be tuned to the same frequency basically? Is my
No,
question,
it's
or
not a-
they work in pairs?
They work in pairs. They're not radios.
Yeah. Okay. I
Unfortunately.
don't think I need anything. I don't know if anybody can everybody see in darkness. The goggles of night might be worth picking up if not.
I can see pretty good at night.
Oh, you can you, Thelonious?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, what race were you?
The only
can't see
person that
shit.
doesn't have night vision is Kalen.
Well,
I have
and
shadow
Jake,
of
pardon me.
What's that?
You can't see in the dark. Oh wait, you're an elf.
I'm an elf.
So it's Renfield can't see at night.
I can't either.
Oh, okay.
I just cast light. I don't care.
All right. I mean, that gives away your position, but yeah.
Yeah, I 60 feet of dark vision from shadow arts.
Perfect. Then let me change. I need to dynamic lighting. This token has vision. This token has night vision. Renfield, you do not have night vision. Kaylin,
Sure.
you do not have night
Rules-
vision.
Rules question: how does it work if I cast darkness? Can I only see in it, or can anybody that can?
I don't think anyone can see in darkness.
Yeah, you can't even see in your own darkness unless you've got
No.
devil sight or something like that.
I thought I had a special thing as my shadow thing. But I'll look. Anyway, okay.
I'd have to look it up, but it's possible.
Yeah, but nobody else can see in it. So it's not something I'm going to be using very often because you guys won't be able to attack anybody. But
Well, I mean, there is 6
If he's a
you're
fireball.
gonna be facing very different versions of stuff. What is your night vision out to, Thelonious?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay. And Cypher, is yours also 60 feet?
Whose?
Cypher.
Cypher left.
We dropped him. Yeah, he is.
Where'd he go?
Apparently he's not feeling well, according to the chat.
Oh,
Where are you?
missed that.
You do have fancy darkness spell, don't you? That's cool.
Yes.
No one said that. I didn't even see it.
see it.
Okay.
I just saw it. Yeah.
Oh, in the voice chat. Okay.
Okie dokie. So no one's buying any goggles? Totally, I'm not trying to hint or anything, honestly.
I am not buying goggles. I have a
They also look ridiculous, so that'd be funny.
Yeah, I'm
If
not
you
buying goggles.
if you look them up on D&D Beyond, they look funny. They look like little owl goggles. No, you'd be so adorable in those, Kaylin. It'd probably squeeze your brain.
would have to make a custom strap.
Any other questions? You've done your shopping, whatever. Any other questions for Alyssa before you guys set off?
The only other question I'd have is, this the singing stone. Anything we need to know about handling it? Like, not gonna, my arm's not gonna rot and fall off if I touch it or something, am I?
Known at this point, I suggest your usual artifact gathering protections.
Wear your gloves. I think that's what she means.
I would just ask if she
That would be
aware of
prudent.
any estate ruins 10 or 20 miles around the village or around Thornhaven.
There's many buildings that have been overtaken over time, over the last few hundred years as the Whisper Leafs emerged.
Wouldn't be like one small building. It would be a large estate that maybe is dilapidated or long since abandoned.
She spreads her hands again, unsure, and we don't exactly have maps of the area, as the Whisper Leafs don't like much intrusion.
Understood. Thank you.
And you said there was one group that you knew of corrupted tree people and possibly other groups looking for this stone?
You only know of the corrupted tree people.
Okay.
I have a question. How did
Woodland Sentinels, but I don't know what that means.
the corrupted wood people walk through town? Did anybody notice them? How do you know?
No, I've just heard there's been rumors of them wandering in the area.
Okay.
Well, good luck with the singing stone. I hope it sings pleasant tunes for you, and well, doesn't put you to sleep.
We hope
I'm
to be
gonna-
back with it soon.
On my way out, I will ask to purchase the cloak of billowing so I can do a Superman pose.
You're very free with your gold. You seem to think you're gonna be getting that much all the time, huh? Yeah, you can buy a cloak of billowing, another 90 gold.
Thanks.
Yeah, you swirl it around, and if you utter the magic word, or just you can probably just think it kind of billows out behind you, and you look very dramatic.
I will say, let's go.
So, where to? Are you gonna go set off? It's a beautiful morning.
I say we go get it done.
This is a beautiful morning for adventure.
I think we should.
Oh, that was not intended to be that loud. I'm sorry.
That's ominous. Jesus.
It's just from the Book of Boba Fett. It's fine.
Yeah.
Back to the inn. He's sick. We'll just leave him here.
That's fine. Was that a harmonic? What was that?
That was my microphone arm. It needs some WD-40.
I thought you were gonna regale us with some harmonica tunes.
Free harmonica.
What's that? Well, can you play the fiddle at least?
I can play guitar, bass, any brass instrument, a little bit of piano.
I wasn't expecting a
About
response
it.
like that. I'm very impressed now.
Yeah, I used to be a traveling musician.
What?
Mhm.
Why aren't you playing a bard then?
In real life?
I like play.
You were a real life bard. Oh.
Why do you think I live in Branson? That was the first job I had when I moved here.
Oh, sure. That's all right.
The more you
I
know.
played trombone for Shoji Tabuchi.
I don't know who that is.
He had a theater here in Branson.
Huh. Ooh. The things you learn about people. Crazy. Okay, so back to the shop. Are you going to take the wagon with you through the forest? It might be a little rough.
Yeah, I don't think we'd probably take a wagon, especially if this is
Yeah.
kind of a stealth mission.
Yeah. they
Even
want
if you
us going
did, though, you're
north,
pretty.
too.
The way the map looks, you're pretty sure there's no roads where you're going.
Where we're going.
Yeah. Yes. Teed up. Perfect.
We'll probably park the wagon if there's a wagon place. Park it.
Yeah. I mean, you can find somewhere to park it, and I presume you have
Somebody else is
locks.
going to drive it there.
Yes, there is a wagon yard. There's lots of traveling merchants that come through, so it will be safe. Also, I want to no, you know what? I'm not going to caution you. You'll figure it out. So, does anyone want to check out the map?
Yes, please.
Who's going to take a look at it?
Bayrobian will look amongst others, I'm sure.
So I need a survival check for you to take a look at it to see if you can make heads or tails of it.
Survival. Well, I'm not super good at survival. Currently, I am.
You did just fine, apparently. Yeah, from what you can tell, there's light forest that transitions to kind of deeper woods and whisper leaf. You're guessing, depending on, how the travel time to get where this says it will be a good probably 6 to 8 hours through the forest, just because it's not as easy as traveling on the way you think it will. But yeah, you figure you can do this. Just another walk in the forest for you guys. A walk in the forest.
That looks like home. Like IRL home. This looks like
Same.
Muskoka.
And I live on a dirt road also, so
I don't know why Star Wars is blasting. I'm very sorry. We're not Star Wars.
we can't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
I might have turned music off a long
Fine.
time ago when I used this.
So, you're setting off. Is there anything in particular you guys want to discuss while on the road? I don't know. Are you looking for berries as you go to pile into some
About to
kind of
say,
pouch?
during our travels, I'll be scouting,
Foraging?
for elderberries and black cherry, any kind of wild berries, honestly.
Yeah, there's
We
plenty.
know about these Whisperwind people. That
You know what I sent you in that doc. I don't know if you read it or not.
Okay.
If you didn't, your character can ask and find out.
Who has the bag of holding?
Renfield.
Renfield. Okay, I'll be handing the berries that I find along the way and whatever herbs to Renfield to place in the bag of holding.
So what does it look like when Gordon is doing this? Because in my head, he's running off into the forest, and they're like, it's like a toddler running off.
I won't,
then-
yeah, kind of, but I won't get like out of sight or anything like that,
Oh, you're a well-trained toddler.
Yes.
I'm picturing you like running off, and then suddenly you dart out ahead of everyone, and like have an apron full of berries you dump on on Renfield, who's like, "What the fuck?" And then you dart off again.
I was thinking I would just have the bag of holding kind of tied at my hip, and when I see him running, I'll just kind of open the top so he can just run and pour them in, and then I'll just close it. There's no use in fighting it. I know he's gonna be doing it, so I'll just
This guy's been a dad before. Maybe not Renfield, but the player.
Exactly.
It can hold up to 500 pounds and 64 cubic feet.
I don't think I'll gather 500 pounds worth of berries.
No, I don't either, but imagine you did, though.
Well,
you'd be so ready for your next batch.
When some get cut into the next batch.
You guys give me a perception check, because that's what we do when we go in the forest.
And I didn't see Raid or Kess on the way out of town or anything, right?
No. They are for a future time. Excuse me.
Gotcha.
Hear lots of rolling as I'm on another screen.
Not terrible.
Too focused on berries.
Oh yeah, everyone else sees and hears before Gordon does. You're pretty sure that someone wants you to hear them. In fact, distance you spy. It looks like at first glance there's trees in the middle of this pathway you're walking on. Like, oh, it's just not unusual. But as you get closer, you realize it's people.
I'm just gonna wave.
So you see this guy, the two people. They're both kind of foresty looking people. Now the scout. There's two scouts with him. I only put one on the screen for whatever. I'll just that was two. They both had they emerged from cover by him, and they have bows ready, but they're not drawn. And the guy in front steps forward and says, "Why do outsiders walk our lands?"
I'll give a small, like, not like a full bow, but like kind of bend the knee and bow my back a little bit. And just as a sign of respect for their territory.
He inclines his head.
Just passing through, friend. Just passing through while foraging.
Passing through.
I show my berry-stained apron. Berries.
I also present him with one of the tokens that Lissa gave us.
Hmm.
Or Lyra, sorry.
Lissa, you're all right.
Thank you.
He takes the token and nods. You know our ways. But I do not believe you were just here foraging.
I mean, we got a lot of berries. You want some?
He shakes his head.
I can roll deception on that.
You can. He does not believe you.
I'm
During
gonna
the roll.
flash the sigil of Thornwick and tell him.
What's sigil? Sorry, sigil of Thornwick?
Thornwick. My understanding.
Oh, your house. Okay.
Yeah. My benefactors had an estate long since abandoned out here, and to be honest, I'm just kind of I would like to take it in. We're not looking to reclaim it or anything, but I'm just looking for it and would like to, understand where it's at for our own records and, see what might be left behind of my ancestors.
We do not know of you. I do not know of any places where you would be welcome. You do not seek to plunder these old places?
Just looking right now. Yep. No. Yeah, I'm not
Is it
looking
plundering if it's his property?
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah, I'll say that out loud.
Depends if he finds his or someone else's. Right now, they are ours.
So wouldn't you have just plundered his property first before... If it's his estate?
And that we are the ones in control of this area. If you wish to pass through, that is fine. I urge you not to plunder anything you find. There are strange things about these woods that even we don't understand.
Can I plunder these berries?
You may take the berries. I'm glad you're enjoying them. He seems amused by you as if you're like the special kid.
He eats the crayons. He's a marine.
He's the crayon eater, yeah. Except it's berries and he's wearing a set hat and an apron for some reason.
I'll just tell. I'm not looking to reclaim anything. I'm just here to document for our historian to understand. This has long been abandoned. I wouldn't call it any more mine than that tree there. I'm just we just are looking to understand our history. hopefully you can understand that.
You are looking for ruins. You are traveling the wrong direction. There are no ruins that way. And he gestures behind them. What are you seeking?
Just passing through. Just having a look.
Okay, can one of you, I don't care who, but just one roll of a persuasion check? Decide before someone rolls it.
Persuasion or deception?
Persuasion.
Go for it.
That's a good roll. He nods. Thank you for respecting our customs. He gestures to the marking or the token you gave him. Although this one seems confrontational, and he nods at Kaelin. If you're traveling that way, beware, there are twisted ones that way.
What's a twisted one?
Sounds
Though, it's though they are of the trees, but they have powers, and they are not Whisperleaf. They are near an old call it a sanctuary, a vault of sorts. It's in a hill that direction you're traveling.
Would you be interested in us taking care of these intruders or these twisted ones for you?
They bother us not. It's not worth.
Understood.
Would you be
If
worth a
we
good deed?
did.
Absolutely not. If you wish to engage in combat with them, that is your prerogative. They do not belong to Whisperleaf.
Yeah, I don't know that we would seek it out, but if we had to defend ourselves, then certainly no offense intended. But if that's okay with you, then that is good to know.
From what we
Due
know,
respect to your lands.
From what we know, they serve the forest goddess, and they've been circling the old vault. They seek something within. Be wary, they are not as reasonable as we. And then they kind of fade into the forest, and it's very hard to see them once they get in amongst the trees.
Did he say vault?
He said vault.
He did say vault. Somebody cast fireball on the forest. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You're not level 5, you have no fireballs. Thankfully, because I get the feeling it's one of you is going to be a problem with that.
Really small fireballs.
I mean, you probably have firebolt. Does that count?
I can start a fire.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So are you going to carry on despite their warnings, I presume?
Carry on.
Twisted ones don't scare you, brave
I'm
adventurers.
looking for berries and a vault.
Give me another
Release
survival
what
check.
this about.
Give me another survival check for the reading the map. Make sure you're going the right direction.
If it'll let me.
All right, it takes you a little longer than you think it would. You were estimating originally like 6 to 8 hours. You're right on the 8-hour mark and think, shit, where is this thing? When finally you reach a small clearing and there's a hillside, and there's ancient-looking stone blocks forming a kind of an archway covered in vines and moss.
Before we leave the woods and enter the clearing, I am going to use my little wooden statue thingy and cast Speak with Plants and ask one of the local trees if he's seen anyone around here.
I can't talk deep enough to be an ent. Strange plant people have been here recently. not like the others.
What made them strange?
They were twisted. They had the magic of the forest goddess with them.
What did they do when they were here?
Explored and then went inside only recently.
I'm going to push my ear to this tree. Don't hear anything.
You really don't.
Are they still inside?
I haven't seen them leave.
I push my ear to the tree because I don't want to be left out.
You also don't hear anything.
Would it be an offense to you or the other plant people, not the twisted, if we were to enter the vault?
The vault does not belong to us. It's been here before we were. Which is saying something. It's a fairly old tree.
Were you able to see how many of the twisted went into the vault?
They all look the same. I don't know if it's just the ones that went in. Sometimes I'm distracted as the breeze goes through my leaves.
That's fair.
As you look over, you can see the entrance is about 10 foot wide stone archway that leads into darkness. There's actually two broken stone statues flanking the entrance. They are ancient, long destroyed. It's hard to see anything else from here, though.
I thank the tree for talking to me and end the spell.
Okay. So he was just kind of communicating with the tree somehow.
And I will report back to everyone that the twisted folks, the twisted ones, apparently are here, and at least some may still be inside the vault. The tree saw them go in; he's not seen them come back out.
Crack my neck. Billow my cape.
I'm gonna regret putting that item in. So what you gonna do? You're at the edge of this clearing. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over anyone. Should have been more
I
patient.
point to a mushroom in the middle of the clearing to Gordon. Look, there's a mushroom. Ooh.
Who's holding the tuning fork?
There we probably Bay.
Yeah, it can be me.
Okay. So if you step into the clearing, you can start feeling it wherever it is start vibrating. Ever so faintly.
I'm not going to ask where he was holding it.
Oh, did I mention that I've done some time in prison?
Perfect. I love that. As you get closer, you can see there's actually some runes covering the archway, the stone archway. And there's definitely evidence of recent passage, trampled undergrowth. There's a dropped water skin actually near the entrance.
Thelonious will shake his head and sloppy.
We see a door.
It's a 10-foot wide opening. It's an archway.
Oh, it's just an archway.
Archway leading into darkness.
Do the ruins look readable of any language that...
You can give me an Arcana check to see if you can decipher them.
Not terrible, not great.
You don't know what they say. All you can really figure out is they're very old. Like, you've never seen something quite like this before.
I look at Babe and like, we doing this?
May anyone else look at the?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, you can look.
okay. All right, and I'm looking back at my little thing. My monocle would not help with this, right? This isn't what it does.
No.
All right.
You're able to partially translate it. It says, repository of echoes, silence is preservation.
Interesting.
So I mean, who knows what that really means? But maybe we should try and be quiet when we first go in.
To find a seeing stone.
I can be quiet. I pull out my cleaver, my axe.
Sorry, I'm just looking up. You're going in sour.
Would you like me to scout ahead? I think I'm probably the stealthiest. And we've done this before. So we kind of, know each other's whatever we've gone into. Right?
Makes good sense to me.
So I'm going to assume you're casting light if it is dark, if you're going in anywhere, Kaelin.
Yeah, I mean, if it's that dark, then yeah, I'll cast light on.
Just going to move you guys and make sure this is working properly. Can you see stuff?
Yes.
I can see stuff.
And Kaelin, you can probably see.
Really smoky stuff.
Yes, and you can see. So if Kaelin moves, I'm assuming your light is changing,
Yeah.
Renfield?
I don't see any tokens.
Oh, it could be because. What if I put you like there?
I don't see any tokens either.
Let me refresh. Does anyone else see themselves?
I see.
Yes.
Interesting. Maybe I didn't give you light. Thought I gave you guys vision. Barobian, dynamic lighting. You have night vision up to 60. Thelonious, you can see?
I can, yes.
You can see Gordon.
Yep.
Oh, for some reason this isn't controlled by you. That would be why. But you can see yourself now. Who else can see?
Renfield.
Yeah, I can see myself now.
Oh, there. Themselves now?
Yep. Thank
Okay,
you.
cool. So yeah, as you can see, if I move Kaelin away from you, I assume that it gets darker for you, Renfield.
It hasn't gotten too dark yet. Oh yeah. There it goes. Yep.
Okay, so I have your character emitting light, like you have the light spell on. So if you ever want that off or you turn it off, well, you're not gonna be able to see, but neither is Renfield, just so you know. Okay.
Suck, bitch.
Yeah, so Thelonious, you're going to sneak in, is that what I've heard?
Yeah, I head, 10, 15 feet in slowly. I don't want to get too far away from people so that they can still be on top if needed. But yeah, I think that's
Sure.
if that's up to you guys.
There's a small pathway, and then eventually there is you come to a room. It's a long corridor, maybe 60 feet long. Before you go in,
Okay.
Can you roll a stealth check for me? If you're trying to move quietly. Perfect.
I should have advantage on that.
Okay, that's a mess.
Yeah.
So when you get in, you see it's all carved from smooth stone, and the walls are etched with intricate sound wave patterns. As soon as you enter, even though you're being silent, it's almost like every breath, everything begins to echo and repeat. First normally, and then it's distorted, and then it's overlapping. It almost becomes maddening. But because you're being so quiet, it doesn't get so loud. Are you gonna continue to
So I
creep through?
Yeah, I'll go back out and tell them before I do so that it's just going to be really loud. I don't know if it's worth plugging your ears, but it's going to drive you nuts. Uh, I, you guys know I like you guys, but you're going to be noisy. And then I will head back in.
Also, there's an archway at the end leading into another room.
Okay, so I will relay that and say, let's move up to the archway, and then I'll head into the next room if that's okay.
Is everyone going in or just you?
I'll be going in.
I would, ask them to come in as far as the archway.
Okay, so as you guys enter, I need everyone to give me a stealth check.
You want another one from me?
Yep. Everyone who enters that room needs a stealth check. And then you can also tell me if you want to look at these things on the wall or anything.
I would like to look at things on the wall.
Okay, so
I'm dumb.
Loud.
I'm not going to look at anything.
Oh no, Renfield.
Kaylin is in there. And Gordon is in there. There's a few stumbles as people come in, and suddenly the echoes start beginning. Now we're going to be in, I'm actually going to get you guys to roll initiative, not for combat, but for other stuff. Hold on, where's my initiative tracker? There it is. As a reminder, if you click on your token and then click initiative, it will show up. If you miss it, that's okay. I will add you manually.
Sorry.
Okay, it happens.
Ugh.
Turn. Kaylin rolled a
10.
Okay,
Pretty average.
Thelonious. Thelonious is first, so you can do your normal movement if you would like.
I'll just go up to the door and take a look in the room.
Is that your normal? That was 35 feet. You're going to use both actions? It's totally fine if you want to.
I move 40 feet.
Oh, yeah, 40. Right, you're a monk. Yeah, so the court, when you get up there, Thelonious, you see the corridor opens into a circular chamber, and the ceiling rises to 20 feet. It's covered in crystalline formations that refract any light into dancing patterns. So you're seeing a little bit of that from the light coming from the end of the hall. In the center of the room, there's a stone pedestal, and upon it rests a closed stone coffer. There are statues in the four corners, and each one contains each one is a robed figure holding a different instrument. One is a harp, a drum, a flute, and a horn. And as you get, and that's all you can see there. Thelonious, why does Thelonious have 2 initiatives here?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter, you rolled high enough for both anyway.
I only see
Next
one.
up is Robin. You said you want to look at the runes on the wall, the sound things?
I do.
Sure, why no? What do you want to look at them for? Do you want to try and analyze the sound, the pattern on it, or
I would
so
start.
what are you looking for?
Yeah.
So give me investigation or a performance check.
I'm sorry, what was
Yeah,
it?
what
Harp,
was that?
drum, flute, and what was the fourth? Sorry.
Drum? Harp, flute, drum, horn.
Horn, thank you.
Investigation or performance, you said?
Yes. 15. You notice that it's definitely in intervals, and it should you're pretty sure after looking at it and examining it that it's during certain intervals something happens. You're not sure what yet. Gordon, what are you doing other than so the name noise? So far everyone's quiet, and then Renfield and Kaelin are gonna fuck things up.
The fuck?
But before my turn ends, am I allowed to move?
Yeah, of course.
Thanks. So
You got 30 feet.
All right.
We'll go 30.
all right, sorry about that.
No worries. Gordon.
I'm just gonna move up.
Perfect.
Behind Thelonious.
Kaelin, you step in, and you're not sure why, but something of your movement is suddenly starting to echo very loudly.
I was quieter than everybody else.
What do you mean you rolled it? Oh, that was your initiative. What did you roll?
18.
Sorry, it was Renfield, and who was the other one? Thelonious. Rolled the poorly, which is funny. So it's the Thelonious you're hearing. As soon as Thelonious stumbled, something is now echoing very loudly. So what are you going to do, Kaelin?
I'm gonna plug my ears and try to keep moving forward.
And Renfield, you are not being very quiet. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll stumble my ass up here.
Okay.
And yeah, I got nothing. I'm just gonna try to keep my sanity from the noise.
Yeah. The noise is getting so loud now. I need Thelonious. I need you to. Oh yeah, everyone hears it.
Okay.
It's almost like it was like he scuffed his shoe or something, and it's getting now so loud. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Thelonious.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Oh, unfortunate. You take 5 points of psychic damage as the sound it's just distorted echoes racking through your brain. And you can use the movement if you'd like. Either forward or back.
Yeah, might as well head in.
Aerobian, wisdom saving throw, please.
Yep.
You take 8 points of psychic damage.
All right.
Oh.
I will stumble forward, and as I am going, though, I am going to, who's next to me, I'm going to say to Gordon in a way that is super inspiring, "You got this." And you're very inspired and have bardic inspiration.
Woohoo! And what does bardic inspiration give him?
Once within the next hour, if you fail a d20 test, which I guess would include a saving throw, but it doesn't have to be this one, you can roll the bardic inspiration die, which is a d6 right now, and add it to the number rolled on the d20 and potentially turning the failure into a success.
Amazing. All right. And then you're going to continue on out of the room. By the way, Thelonious, as soon as you stumble out of that room, the sound disappears from in your head and is much nicer.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Gordon, wisdom saving throw, please.
Ugh.
Luckily, you're lucky on my rolls. You take 5 psychic damage as the sound starts getting louder and louder and louder and so discordant in your ears.
All right. And then I will use my movement to get the hell out of here.
Kaylin, wisdom saving throw, please. Your guys' saves so suck tonight. You take 10 points of damage.
Ouch.
Okay.
It's you don't know what's going on, but it's like your brain is getting rattled by this stuff.
There's something I really want to try to do, but I'm like, do I try it?
I know, what are you gonna try and do?
Kind of want to cast Shatter on the runes.
What runes? Oh, the stuff
They're not-
inside it.
Yeah, on the walls.
It's like it looks like sound waves all through the entire room.
I'm just wondering if I break it, does it make it stop?
Well, I mean, they're all over, so you'd be hard pressed to get all 120 feet of them. You can try.
All right, I'm running through.
Leaving Renfield in complete darkness. Renfield.
He can still see.
please. He can.
Follow the
Barely.
light.
Or please roll a wisdom saving throw.
Go into the wall.
Hey, you passed. No damage to you. Carry on. Oh, as soon as you exit, it's like the sound never existed, and it's quite nice. Sorry, it's almost like sound you've never heard before echoing through your head. So it's like sweet, sweet relief in this room. So again,
That was indeed loud.
circular room. Looks like there are 4 statues. One of them with a harp, one of them with a flute, one of them with a drum, and one of them with a horn.
What are these
There's also a stone pedestal.
that
Those are doors.
doors? Okay.
Hopefully you can't see through them. We'll see. You cannot. Okay.
I cannot.
There's double doors there. And yeah, there's plates in front of them in front of each of them.
I'm going to just try something and put a flute down on the one in front of a flute.
You're putting it on the pressure plate?
Yeah, I'm going to put a flute on the plate.
Oh yeah, nothing happens when you put the flute on it.
Can I come have a look at this jobby right here?
Yeah, absolutely. There is what looks like a stone coffer there. No visible keyhole to it. And carved into its lid is some ancient script. You'll have to roll an arcana to decipher.
All right.
Yeah, it says 4 voices in harmony open the way.
Okay.
I don't have a flute, man. And a yurting.
Well, it said voices. Maybe we just have to sing in a harmony.
Do you want to try that?
Like, how big are these? Are they on the? Is it like they're? What
Big enough
is
to
it on the
stand on.
floor?
They're on the
Person
floor.
would
They're
stand on it.
yes, they're 100% on the floor, and it is definitely big enough for you to stand on. Oh, that's ominous.
Yeah, I don't want to do it now. So you other guy. So Cypher should go stand on one of them.
Cypher should go stand on one of them.
Cypher's not there, man.
So I mean, I'm wondering if it's 4 of us go stand on one each and I don't know, sing something, or at least speak simultaneously?
I'll go stand on the drum one and then beat on my stomach like the drums.
Hold on, let me get you.
I got Tan.
I'm gonna put these in places. Drum, flute, harp,
I hand you my Tan, Gordon.
horn.
Okay.
I will go stand on the flute one, wherever that may be.
But I have a flute.
Flute,
I have a
harp.
flute too.
horn.
Oh. Do you have a horn?
So Gordon, as soon as you step on that drum, there's a loud, low rumbling boom, almost like a timpani roll happening.
Can I play the drum or the tam? Whatever.
Okay, you start playing a drum on top of it. Barobian, when you step onto the flute, there's kind of a mid note is played.
I'll take the horn.
I'll stand on a harp with my yurting out, and I'll try to match a harp noise if it happens.
When you step on
I'll blow my
the
nose.
horn, there is a very high sustain note, and on the harp, it's kind of a low sustain note. So they all sound beautiful together. Everything sounds wonderful, but nothing happens.
I will try to make the noise of it to match the tone.
No. Can I get perception checks from all of you now that you're standing on plates?
Except me. Just playing with myself in the middle of the room.
Oh, good for you. Let's see what do we got. I don't like the new how it does things. I don't like the new display of it. Perceptions, we have 14, 24, and 10. So Kaylin, you're just having a great fucking time playing an instrument.
Gordon is a 20, not a 10.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, Kaylin is still having a grand old time. The rest of you notice that there are, you see musical notations written onto the statues.
I get out my flute and try to play the music.
Yeah, give me a performance check.
They're going to point that out.
I mean, everyone else saw, but you.
They can tell me, can't they?
They could.
It's a pretty shitty performance.
It is. You can't. You don't know if maybe it's just you can't quite make out the ancient notes, or maybe they're slightly different, but you can't quite figure out what's going on. Does someone else there and I want to do a performance or a history check, whichever one's better?
I'll try to play performance or history. Yeah, they're the same.
Also, dramatic Star Wars music. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, you try as well. You're not quite sure what's going on.
I'm a chef, not a musician, damn it.
Thelonious, do you want to give it a shot? Hey, Thelonious, you're pretty sure what it's trying to tell you is the harp needs to play first, then the flute, then the drum, and then the horn.
I will pass that on and say, Kaylin, you want to kick us off?
You guys gonna step off and...
Yep.
So as you step off, the noise stops. And I assume you're all going to get on in that order?
Yes.
So again, you get the low sustain note, then the mid note, then you get the low rumbling boom, and suddenly and you step on the horn, and you get the high sustain note. And oh, I forgot to damage you for doing the wrong sequence. I guess that's fine. There's a beautiful harmonic resonance fills the chamber, and you hear a click from the coffer right in front of you, Renfield, and it opens.
I will take a look inside.
There is a crystal key, about 100 gold in ancient coins. You're pretty sure they're probably worth more than their face value. And there's a ring. Also, you notice the doors to this. Someone already opened this. They clicked on it, didn't they?
The doors? I
Open.
clicked on it to point out ask what it was, but they didn't open or anything.
Oh, it's interesting.
I,
So
I
like
can't
the
see anything beyond it.
It's the map screwed up and I have to throw you guys through to get to it. But you see that start slowly grinding open. And that's when you also notice, Thelonious, the statue beside you starts to move. Or sorry, the statue right in front of the coffer here, I didn't describe it, but it's there. It starts to move. It comes alive, and I'm going to need you guys all to roll initiative again.
I quickly put all that shit in the bag of holding.
Or you just toss it all in there? Okay.
Yeah.
With the berries.
And we're rolling initiative, you said?
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
Um,
I'm great at this. We're great at this, guys.
Okay, things happen.
it also
Are we great at this? Because we don't seem that great at this.
I haven't died yet.
I blame the D&D Beyond Physics engine that they use for the dice rolls.
So turn them off.
I don't know how to do that shit.
Thelonious got a 20. That's good.
I just realized that I had hardware acceleration turned off, and that's why I was lagging.
So right in front of you is this guardian that's come to life. It doesn't say anything. It's got a long sword, and suddenly it really looks angry at you. It starts moving towards you. Thelonious, you're up first.
It was moving towards me, looking angry.
No, Renfield, because he's right in front of him.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't really care about Renfield. Yeah, no, I think sounds like we're in it. So I will go and do my little unarmed strikes. And I get
You're punching at the stone statue. You have fists of steel. And did we decide if we're using flanking or no? I think we decided no, but it's possible.
I think we decided no, because theoretically the rogue gets something from it, and that way it would be his special thing.
Sure.
And of course the rogue isn't here.
Punch that bitch.
Punch that bitch.
That is definitely a hit. Seven damage. As you hit it, there's a low, it's almost like a gong sound. It sounds musical as you hit it. Perfect.
Okay. And I am gonna. Sorry, I only get one attack, right?
I'm pretty sure you.
Yeah, one action per attack. And I'm gonna use a key point and do my flurry.
Wonderful.
Which is again only one more attack at this level.
I'm glad you looked because I didn't. That is also a hit. Weird that it's using Tavern Brawler effect. What is that?
Well, you ask all the hard questions.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know off the top of my head. I will.
No problem.
When I hit with my unarmed strike, I deal 1d4 plus 1 bludgeoning damage instead of the normal damage.
Yeah, but you also do 1d6 because you're a monk. So Tavern Brawler.
So I ignore that from now. Yeah.
It's doing the 1d6 anyway. So.
But as I level up, that gets higher, I think is the deal. So that'll be better as I get higher. But for now, I did not. So 7 and 9, and I am done.
Yeah, those two punches both produce different sounds from this thing. Still kind of like a deep gong type sound, but each one was like different. Barodian.
I'm sorry, I get 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Okay. Also a hit. Are your unarmed strikes supposed to get full damage from your...
Yeah.
Okay. You're just a beast. Got it.
I'm not sure why, but yeah, they all get 1d6 plus 5.
Okay. This thing is looking rough then. Barobian, it's your turn.
I am going to tell him, I am going to unleash a string of insults, mostly telling him that his gonging sounds are out of tune while he's getting his ass whipped by Thelonious. And he needs to make a wisdom of DC 14.
Wisdom save. He fails tremendously. And he looks over at you almost like he doesn't really have a face, but it's almost like he's offended, and then he crumbles. All that punching, and you just had to talk mean to him, and there he goes.
There's nothing better than insulting people to death.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do now?
I'm just gonna let them know what was in the box and show them the ring,
What's in the can?
and ancient coins, and let them know that I put it into the tobacco holding, and show it to them.
Oh, by the way, the vibration in your prison pocket is getting stronger, Barobian.
So, do we credit Lissa's admonition not to take anything other than the stone from here?
Is that like I don't remember exactly what she said, but yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to parse words about. Yeah.
We're not in a vault yet. The whole thing's
Sure.
Technically, the next door behind the locked doors are the vault.
All right, can you guys see down that hallway now? Yes. I just deleted the doors. And there are doors. I hopefully those work.
I mean, I can put the stuff back.
I mean, it's a question.
It's just Nami hates to eat. Let's not be in a big hurry. Let's not have just when we take stuff that I think we got this.
I mean, we might need the key to open up whatever. Maybe the singing stone's in a chest that we need to open with the key here.
No, that's a good point. I mean, and we haven't removed anything from the vault, which I think is so. Yeah, carry on. I mean, we'll figure it out.
But still,
So
All right, so you're peeking into this next room, are you? Or do you want to, it's almost 11. Do we want to keep playing or leave this for next time?
It's 11 for y'all. It's only almost 10 for me.
I know.
Yeah, I was just saying, 11 feels like the time that a responsible person would say he's got work the next day.
Oh, look at Thelonious just walking right in there.
Absolutely.
Does it hurt your head when you walk in there?
Hold on. One moment. No, I like Barobian backing up. Yeah. What's your AC?
19.
All right. Luckily for you, you're a monk. You hear something and you look over just as there's a hole. You notice there's holes in the wall all along this corridor, and a bolt comes flying out of it. And you manage to duck out of the way, and it clatters against the opposite side. So in this room, it's a narrow corridor, not that narrow, I suppose. The walls are lined with small holes and the floor is made of different tiles. There's musical notation carved along the walls at eye level.
Oh, the heck is chopped.
Yeah, you're standing somewhere and it fired a bolt at you. If you look closer at the bolt, you can also see it's coated in something. It's glistening.
Yeah. So can I look down and see, am I standing on a stone that looks different than the stones around me?
No, they all look the same.
Yeah, okay, so it's not gonna like stay in similar pressure pad or anything. Okay. And I tend to agree with Dan that I think this is probably a good place to stop. So why don't I back out, and relay what just happened, and say, let's think about this for maybe a week.
Oh,
Think about this a week or two, see what happens.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for the game, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you have fun.
Definitely.
And we're back into it. And maybe next week or the week after, I don't know, do we want to go? I mean, technically, I guess we could say this is a bonus section and run next week if everyone has time, but we can figure that out later.
Yeah.
Prayer of Healing. Are you going to cast that?
I did not mean to do that. I meant to actually show this one.
You know, he hasn't mentioned anything about that yet. Fuck, you don't want to get hit by that either. By the way, I was supposed to, when you did the wrong sequence, you were supposed to take 2d8 thunder damage. So
I'm glad we didn't.
me too.
yeah, it probably would have killed me.
I'll make up for it.
So
Well, I mean, you could have done a DC 14 dex save for half. So we only would have taken 3 damage. So you'd be okay. Or maybe 7, depends how your dex.
Do you think I'm going to pass that?
Okay, so you were taking 7 damage. You wouldn't be totally dead. You can figure out healing next time. Yeah. Hopefully it was good. Let me know if you have any feedback, you want anything changed, and we'll figure out a time to play again.
Sounds good.
Thanks, guys. See you later. Have a good night.
Thank you.
See you guys.